It's Saturday. What's the date? I'm not even sure. Maybe it's the 18th or something like that. 17th, I guess, of June. The time is about 11:30. Temperature is about 77. Beautiful day. We're on our way to a similar to a farm market, I guess, outside of Wapaka. Taking the back roads, twisty curvies, kind of roads I like to ride on. Linda's on the back, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay. That's about all we'll get out of her. Well, it's been quite a while since we last spoke with the folks on YouTube, and we've had some change in our health information since that time. What was once a concern about prostate cancer has now become one involving the pancreas and the liver, perhaps. So we're doing some more testing, and we're going to find out what's happening, but this could very well be one of the last videos I'll put out on YouTube. And the bike, depending on everything, may end up selling the bike, which will be difficult, but we've had such a great time with it that it's okay. Yeah, it's no fun, this cancer stuff. And once it starts spreading, I don't know that there's anything you can do to stop it. So it's unlikely that there'll be any significant changes or anything. Here's some twisties. Yeah, since we have that diagnosis, a lot of things are changing, and just wanted you guys to know because you've been supporting us for a long time now, and that's appreciated. So that's enough about that stuff. We'll get back to enjoying the twisties.
You're not going to tell them why else you haven't been riding for a while?
Why else haven't I been riding? Oh, you mean the May 18th situation?
Yes.
Well, that was a weird one. Oh man, who's that dude? Linda's referencing a medical emergency that hit out of the blue on May 18th, almost a month ago now, but it seems like yesterday. My son invited me and a friend on a fishing trip back up to Lake Superior, and it was going to be a great 2-day, Thursday, Friday, fishing for smallmouth bass in Chequamegon Bay, and started out very nicely. My grandsons were catching beautiful big smallmouth bass. I even caught a couple. My friend Dave caught some. Brian did too, and so everybody was having a great time. And when we got back to the boat landing to end our day one, I became dizzy or lightheaded and decided that I better sit down and rest for a bit. I was about 10 days into year 76, and so I thought that perhaps because I had not eaten much or even drank much, that I should really sit down and rest for just a minute. And that was fine, except that when I got up to head to the porta potty at the boat landing, it happened again, and this time I collapsed into the doorway of my son's truck. And that wasn't a good thing, so my buddy Dave drove me into the emergency room in Ashland. And we spent some time in there. They did a lot of testing. They put an IV in to get me hydrated. Feeling pretty good again. And all the nurses and other people who had been checking into me had left, and I was in the room alone with a young lady named Maggie who was working there. And all of a sudden I felt dizzy again. And when that happened, I told Maggie that I was feeling dizzy, and by the time I got that out, I passed out totally. And turns out that Maggie had to do some CPR, heart had stopped, and very scary situation. So here's our turn.
Yeah.
We're going to visit the farm market. I'll pick up on my story in a moment. We'll get her off and go. Okay. And I think the flat will too, dear.
You think so?
Yes. No, we can't be driving around there. Okay. Okay. We will see. We will see. You with me?
Intercom failed. Try again later.
With me?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So we got a bunch of good stuff. Rhubarb, strawberries, eggs, What else did you get?
Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, some tomatoes. So we're all set here. No, I lost you, I guess, or you bumped it. Did you bump it? I got you again.
Okay, yep.
Okay, well, we'll take a different route back. But since it's pretty warm, we better get this stuff back and in the fridge or whatever. So anyway, I think I left you on a ride. Oh no, I remember.
Your heart stopped.
No, it had already stopped, hadn't it? Yeah. Okay. So that was shocking, to say the least. But they didn't have to use the shocker. So that was good. But the next thing I found out was that the folks in Ashland were going to transfer me to Duluth. And there's a cardiac ICU in Duluth that they were going to send me to. And the surprise was that the helicopter would be here in 20 minutes. And so now I was going to be getting on a helicopter and flying to the St. Mary's Hospital in Duluth to the ICU. I had had a couple of helicopter rides in the service, but none like that, and the folks who did it did a great job. So I ended up in the ICU in Duluth, and the next morning I found out that they were going to put a pacemaker in, and that should correct the problem, and that's what we did. In the meantime, my family made 4 or 5 hour drives up to Duluth to be with me, and Linda, of course, came with my oldest daughter, and then a couple other daughters and their husbands, and my granddaughters, and my son Brian. We're all there to make sure everything was going well, and it did. So that was the 19th, Saturday, and I spent that day there after they installed the pacemaker. All looked good there, so they let me head back to central Wisconsin, and quite a few exciting hours there, but everything turned out. Oh, I hope that didn't get the eggs. Everything turned out good, and can't ask for more than that. So I think that is it for now, and the pacemaker is working the way it's supposed to, so that means that I don't have to worry about the cardiac issue any longer, I guess, according to the cardiologist, who wants to see me in a year. But now we find out what happens with the cancer, and then we'll take it from there. We're making do. So thanks for watching.